So today we will be working on another bottle build, guys. So right here I have a stock Venturi Avenger. This particular one belongs to my brother Lance, and we're going to be changing it over to the tactical chassis and putting it on the bottle, all while using the AE Swede bottle adapter kit. And we're going to walk it through and let you guys see how this process is done. Let's get into this. I've already went ahead and degassed it, guys, so there's no air in it. I've already checked it, it's clear. So we're going to get into this and stick around. I may or may not be doing a lot of talking. All right, that's the right one for that. So we're going to go ahead and start by remove the barrel band, remove the covers, remove the factory barrel band, and get the buttstock off. And then we should be able to go ahead and start removing the air tubes and then getting our adapter out so we can get that installed, get our bottle installed. I did, as you can see, he's obviously a big Milwaukee fan. He likes the Milwaukee tool brand. So we made him a Milwaukee logo on there. We went ahead and modified the, normally you got an M12 or M18, your battery. Well, this particular rifle's chambered in 22, so we made it the M22. And I did make them the Milwaukee bottle band to match, but when I test fitted on this particular bottle, or when I checked this part on the bottle, for whatever reason, it did not print out right. It started going about halfway and then got stuck, so not sure what happened. I can see a little swelling down here in the print, so not really sure what happened with this one. So we're going to redo this at another date. We will go ahead and install this one here for now and get him on the road, and then I'll get another one printed for him. So yeah, no big deal. I'm not sure what happened with that one. I'll have to go back and look. All right, we'll set that aside for now. And let's get into this. We'll start by removing this adapter here, or this barrel clamp. I don't know if you guys can see that in the frame. I'm gonna try to slide it over. Bear with me. This is one of my earlier barrel bands that I made and put on there. I'm gonna go ahead and move this Donnie FL adapter. Get that out of the way. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull the cap off. Get it lower. Come right off. Not sure why his cap's on so tight. Set that stuff aside. All right, we'll go ahead and start removing some of these covers, guys. You do want to save your bolts. Always a good idea to save your hardware. I don't know if later on he plans on switching them back, but you always want to save your hardware. And we'll go ahead and bag this up in a little Ziploc form. Got two more down here, guys. Nope, it's a smaller one. I'll be right back. I left that over here. All right. This is why I got my bags out to just help with supporting it as I work on it. I'm sure if you have a gun vise, that'll make it a lot easier. I do not. Save those guys. All right. Now, if I remember from mine, I had to split the case with a screwdriver. Big Bertha here. There we go. It took me a minute. want to lift up, and then you want to pull them forward. It'll come right out. And do the same thing the other side. Pull forward. There we go. We've got our 2 clam house and our pick. I'm not going to worry about putting it together for right now. We'll set this aside. Alrighty. So now we've got to remove the factory band here. Now when you loosen these 2 little screws, you're going to find down inside there, once you loosen those, there is a couple real small, I'm not sure what material they're made out of, like a urethane, some kind of clear urethane, or not clear, but white urethane little ball bearing. Nothing came out of that one. But it's to keep it from tying it up, from denting, putting little dents on the barrel, or on the barrel shop. There, one of them fell out right there. I don't know if you can see that, guys. A little itty bitty bead. There's one on each side. There's that one come out. There it is. So you got 2 little beads, one on each side. That's your factory band. That comes right off. All right. So now we're at this point right here. Should be able to grab that tube with our bare hands. Oh, that'll come right out. There's your 1 there tube. And you want to take your second one off. Same thing. It'll come right off. It's very, very important that you make sure you don't have any gas at this point. Which, like I said in the video, I went ahead and did that prior to disassembly. I went ahead and degassed it right here. Make sure it was clear. Cocked it. Make sure that we had no gas in the actual inside the rig as well. So those are your 2 stock air tubes. We'll go and set them guys aside. So now she's starting to look pretty naked. All right. So we need to go ahead and remove our buttstock. The buttstock, you got a screw here, screw here. Oh, that one was loose. Take that guy out. And this one back here is a little bigger. It's a 4. Yeah. I'll take that out. Now you do want to hang on to your hardware because you will be reusing this particular bolt right here. We will reuse. That just comes right off, guys. And then up here, where you normally had this bolt right here. So what I would suggest is you pick up a button head style bolt to replace that one. You can use that one in its place meanwhile, but the way it's designed, because it's flat right there, it don't sit flat. That taper, if you tighten it up too tight, that taper right there will probably end up cracking your material. This particular one, as you can see, sits flat. So that's going to provide good clamping force. We'll set that aside for right now. Alrighty. I forgot where that came from. Can't remember where this part came. Oh, wait. This part sits down here somewhere. Alright. It fell out during disassembly. If I remember right, it sits down in here. I believe it's the cover for, yeah, it sits down right there. Oh, we lost it. Oh, there it is. Kind of hard to see working on a black table, guys. But we're going to go ahead and take all these little parts and get them out of our way real quick so we don't lose them. Of course, I didn't bring my Ziploc. We're going to put these away, these away, these away, these away. And the only 2 screws we're going to keep, like I said, is that button head that I have and that long one for the back, because that's what's going to hold that together. We'll keep those 2 right here. The rest of the stuff we're going to set aside. All right. The stock, We won't need that for right now. And some guys actually leave that stock on there. You really want to save some money. You, like I said, if you've seen my budget build video where we just did this, I mean, you can put your rifle on a bottle for what, 130 bucks by doing that, guys. But yeah, you can just leave this on and add that to it. Like I said, this is a custom build from my brother. Oh, phone's going off. 8:40 in the morning, already getting phone calls. So I'm trying to be a little quiet. If you probably hear it in my voice. It's there Sunday morning. Everyone's still snoozing right now. All right. So next step at this point. So this is actually going to be fairly easy at this point here. I'm going to flip that over. We're going to take our stock. Line that up. And she's in. You're going to take that bolt there. Snug her up. Okay. Then you take your long bolt. It's going to go back there. And snug that up. Nice. So she's already starting to look like a rifle, guys. Sweet. Next step is our bottle adapter. Slide that forward. You see what we're working with. All right. I'll need the invoice. I'll need that. Save the box. Put all the spare parts in that box. Here's our little kit, guys. So in this kit, you get your adapter, which is that guy right there. You get all your necessary O-rings. And I do recommend you go through and check it and make sure everything is clean. I can already see on this one, I see a small burr down there on the bottom. So a little issue I ran into with mine, there was a burr on one of the, I can't remember, one of the O-rings or something that was causing it to leak air, but it was a quick fix, got it removed and back in business. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and that can stay right there. I'm going to take this O-ring off. I'm going to get my O-ring tool. I'll do that here in a minute. There's your cap. That will go on your top one. That'll block off that top air tube. This here will go on the bottom. What else we got? Got some extra O-rings. You got your Foster fitting right there. And that's pretty much it in the kit. Kit itself retails for about $100 plus tax. I believe it was free shipping from AE Swede. And you can pick up a standard, 60.5, I believe that bottle is. 60, yeah, I'm pretty sure 60.5 millimeter bottle or 61. No, this is a 60.5 millimeter bottle, aluminum bottle. Or you can pick up a carbon fiber bottle, which is, I believe, a 61.5 to a 62 millimeter. And if you need a particular barrel band, you can always hit me up because I do sell the barrel bands. Here's our cap. So you got a couple extra seals in there. And that's it, man. That's all this kit is. Pretty straightforward. I'm going to go ahead and pause. Well, you know what? Let me get my tool. I was going to pause it. Bore you guys with the details. Hang on. Get one of my O-ring tools here. Oh, where's my hook? There we go. No, you do want to be very careful. You don't hook yourself. I'll tell you what, that shit sucks. A couple O-rings in there to seal it up. Everything looks good there. I am noticing a little bit of material there. Hang on. Yeah. And it's nothing against A.E. Swede. He doesn't manufacture these. He just imports them and sells them. So, yeah, there it is. Oh, just heard it fall out. There's a little piece there. And a little piece there. Really hard to see. But I would definitely recommend that you give it a good look over. Make sure there's no metal burrs or anything hanging out. Everything looks good now. We'll try to pick these up so you can see it. Oh, man. I don't know if you can see that. See that little itty bitty guy right there? So something like that can cause you a leak for sure, or contamination in your system. So again, just give it a good look over. Found it, guys. Was where I left it. Leave that in there for right now. It looks good. We're gonna put a little bit of lubricant on there. Okay. So this is directional. You gotta make sure the end with the slot goes inward because it's got to seal up against that O-ring. Okay. I would also advise you put a little bit on this O-ring here. Have that stuff around. A little bit more on this side. Hope you're sticking with me still. If you're interested in the build, you got any questions, throw them down below. I'll put a little bit on here. And again, we're using the Super Lube O-ring seal. This is a food grade lubricant. I picked this one off on Amazon. I can't remember how much it was, guys, but yeah, you can find it on Amazon. It wasn't expensive. I'm gonna say it was under 10 bucks for sure. Ready? And then the last one is this O-ring here. Get that guy back on. There we go. Alrighty. So the last thing we'll do is put this guy on, but we'll go ahead and orientate it to where this is probably just pointing down. So make it a little easier to fill. We'll get this out of our way. You're ready? Slide this over for right now. Set that down there. Set that down there. Set that down there. We'll set our cap there. We don't want to lose our cap. We'll cap off our oil. May need that again. We'll throw that off to the side. Alrighty. Hope you're still sticking with me. Okay. So our next step, we're going to go ahead and put our cap on. Now this does not have to be super tight, guys, because once you get air in it, it's going to hold. But I will take my pliers. Just make sure it's just snug. And that's all you need to do. Next step is we got to put our adapter on. I'm going to put it. Hopefully you can see this. I'm going to get it started. Angel, what are you doing? So I'm going to get it started. Let's try this again. It helps if I use the wrong side, the right side. It's early, guys. All right, I'm going to get that started. And ultimately, we want to end up with this guy on the bottom. We'll go ahead and turn that. Now here's our bottle. Or cap off that bottle. All right, set that aside. Wipe my hands off here. Now, as far as our bottle, that's just going to screw right on, guys. And basically, I use the force of the bottle as I tighten it up by hand to tighten this up. because like I said before, once you get air in it, that's going to hold everything snug. I mean, you saw when I took the stock air tubes off, they were just all hand tight, and that's all they need to be. Turn that. Yeah. It's not quite where I want it yet. Go ahead and get this guy on there. I'll help us turn it. Actually, I need to ask my brother which way he wants it. Maybe I get it pointed off to the side. Let's see here. Yeah, there's your tank pressure. I'll tell you, that's what we're going to do. We're going to move this guy to the side. Like that. This way he can, as he's filling it, he can watch it right there as well. If you don't like that, we can, it kind of sticks out. And we'll leave it on the bottom. It's protected better on the bottom. If he wants to change it, we can change it. So that's it for that. That's hand snug. Now this particular one, you do want to snug it up, but you do not want to over tighten it. Because what I found when I did mine, when I over tightened it, it wasn't accepting air. You actually had to hook it up and snug it up real slowly until the air quits escaping, and that's how you get that to work correctly. At least if you follow the instructions off of A.U. Swede's website, he'll explain that on there as well. So next step is to go ahead and put our bottle band, which I got right here. We'll slide that right over. And this is just personal preference where you want to put it. But for right now, I'm going to set it about right there, even with the label. I'm going to grab my 2.5. Oh, wrong one. Oh, wrong one. Of course, that one. There's our 2.5. Snug that back up. Get them all down. Good. And these do not have to be torqued down super tight. Just finger tight. Once that thing clamps up, it ain't going nowhere. Alrighty. So we're just about done there, guys. We'll go ahead and put his Donny FL adapter back in. Got that back in. Here we go. Wipe down here. How's she looking? How's she looking, guys? What do you think? Not too bad. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and reprint them another one of these. This one I had is not working. I'm going to reprint another one with the Milwaukee logo on there to fit. And that'll finish up this project. One other thing I have been working on. This is the new 200 millimeter 22 cal red core moderator. This thing's a beast. And as far as suppression, it's working really well. We're still working as far as the accuracy, how it does. Did some changes on this one. I got it where it is vented in the front. Not sure if that's helping us much yet. We're going to do some comparison, but this is something that we'll have available here shortly. Like I said, we're doing some testing on this. The issue I'm running into, obviously a lot of this stuff, you see my moderators in the past. I don't have one up here to show you. Well, here. There's a brand new Deuce, which guys, I have these in stock. I have the Deuce. I have the one that doesn't say Deuce. This is a 150 millimeter, 40 millimeter OD, so you can see the difference there. These work great. At one point, I was selling these on eBay on a regular basis, but due to what they call firearm policy violation, even though this is for an air gun and I specifically put it on there, they kept removing it. At one point, I actually got banned for 7 days, guys. I guess they put me in eBay jail, if you want to call it, like Facebook jail. But yeah, these are readily available still. I make the 22, 177, 22, 25, and then I have the Dirty 30 as well. So, like I said, this one we're still testing. But for right now, he currently has been running the shorty, which is this guy right here, which works great. But today we're going to hook him up with the deuce deuce. Whoa. Slide that back on there. This will take his shooting experience to the next level. This particular one is 115 millimeters in length. The baffling one is a lot shorter. This one here is, like I said, is 150. So that's what we're looking at right there, guys. We'll get this stuff out of the way. Let's set her down so you can get a good look at it. But yeah, that's pretty much it to the build. Best at this point. Put some air in it. Make sure it don't leak. Put some shots down range. I mean, you don't have to mess with the regulator. The regulator is all built in there. We're just supplying it with a new source of air, guys. So if you like what you see, please go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe if you want to see more. And that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Check it out. The red corn build. All the way out to a deuce deuce mod.